Well, I think the community knows that we're actively trying to raise $25.5 million for a new academic building, Stirn Hall. We have an anonymous donor who has stepped forward and said if that our parents and grandparents will add another $1 million, the last $1 million to the Smith Foundation Challenge, this donor will add another $1 million on top of that. We will have a series of sort of informational events to let them know more about this project.
What's your favorite feature about Stirn Hall?
That's an unfair question because I have a lot of favorite features. One is we're going to finally have both enough classrooms and large enough classrooms to teach the way that our mission suggests we should teach. The irony is that the majority of our classrooms in the upper school, with the exception of science and art, are only 450 square feet. Our Lyndhurst campus classrooms average 850 square feet. So our largest hawks are in the smallest space and our littlest hawks are in the biggest space. That just doesn't make any sense. We also don't have enough classrooms.
What do you think the faculty will enjoy the most?
I think the faculty are going to enjoy the communal spaces. In this building, there are 9 common spaces of varying sizes, some very small and intimate and some very large. And they're varied intentionally, but every single common space has a faculty office next to it. And for the most part, there's glass between the faculty offices and those common spaces so they can see into the spaces, which has an added value of making sure the kids and the faculty stay connected. But having some auditory separation so that they can also have a little bit of privacy too. That combo, I think, will make this building work beautifully, actually, to keep what is the most important thing at Hawken, the relationship between the faculty and the kids, central to the way the building functions. And the faculty have nicer spaces. The faculty offices will be better and more humane. If you've seen any of the current ones,
oh yeah,
they're cubbyholes, they're phone booths, and that's not appropriate. So.
Tell me about the science ring. I heard it's going to be amazing.
Every single one of the new science classrooms, and now there are 7 of them as opposed to 5, are interchangeable. So you can teach biology, chemistry, or physics, environmental science, and engineering in any of these classes. We decided to create the new space right on a triangle of the land, right near a small creek, river, woods, and so there's direct access to parts of the outdoors that we can bring into the curriculum, into the classroom. And it's a state-of-the-art, very large-scale science building, which will give us, I think, a real advantage in the teaching of the hard and natural sciences.
Amazing. So I heard there's going to be some kind of swamp on the Great Lawn. Can you tell me about that?
Well, it could have been a swamp. It's actually a wonderful additional benefit of the way this has been designed, which is anytime you create a new building, you have to have drainage. You have to have a place where the water goes. We found out that we could actually create a 10-foot deep pond, about a 2-acre pond, in the Great Lawn that will be a really nice feature, which will be able to be used for both recreational and for class purposes. And it saved us money by being able to have the water from this project drain closer to the building. It will be out on the other side of the Great Lawn. We think it'll be beautiful. We think it'll add some value to our program. It'll be an interesting place. Being 10 feet deep, it'll stay wet all year, so it won't be a swamp. It'll actually be a pond. And in that pond, we expect a lot of wildlife to be attracted, which will be kind of an interesting feature to our campus.
These lucky kids, right?
These lucky kids, yeah, and they're lucky because we have a community that feels an obligation to give back. You know, the fact that our alumni, who have no direct benefit from supporting the school, step up and give so that the next generation of kids can be educated to take their place on the higher plane is a pretty cool thing.
Happen to know how many bathrooms are in a new building?
Enough. How's that?